What's up, everybody? It's Mike with Turn of the Century Games. Today, we've got the Metal Gear Solid HD collection. Specifically, we have Metal Gear Solid 2. This is attempt number 3 at recording this. So, 2 nights ago, I tried recording via emulator on Windows here, and it didn't work out so well. There were some pretty bad texture issues and everything. And now, of course, last night, somehow, on my lovely PS3 controller here, that I've since repaired. If you guys haven't seen that video, check that video out. It's on the YouTube page at Turn of the Century Gaming, wherever you're watching this, actually, because this will be exclusive to YouTube as well. But this lovely PS3 controller, I accidentally, I set it down on my thigh, you know, to give my hands a break so I could get a drink. And it skipped the cutscene because I accidentally hit the R2 button. Anyways, David Hayter! Quentin Flynn. Christopher Randolph. Lara Cody. Vanessa Marshall. Mola Gale. Phil Lamar. John Seigan. Paul Eading. Jennifer Hale. Pat Zimmerman. Cam Clark. I could sit here and I could watch this intro every day, all day. Well, probably not all day, but it's by far my favorite Metal Gear intro. Harry Gregson Williams on music, my god, this song is iconic at this point. Rika Muranaka, excellent ending theme, which you guys will hear eventually. Military advisor Motosada Mori. So, interesting thing about Metal Gear Solid 2 and onward. So, in the first game, you know, guards, if they spotted you, they'd just run into a hailstorm of bullets from you to their deaths. Not so much anymore. Guards in this game and in subsequent Metal Gear games, due to Motosada Mori's expertise and training of Hideo Kojima's staff and of the motion capture actors and everything, they all act and operate exactly as you would expect a military unit to. They will clear rooms, they will move in units. They will, you know, they have eyes 360 degrees because there's all, you know, they'll move in packs. And they're overall much smarter in this game. Translation, I might die quite a few more times. Epic foreshadowing. Let's get into it. Let's jump right into a new game. We are going to do a full game on normal difficulty. Radar type number 2. Now remember, guys, the story is fictional. It's fictional.
The Hudson River, 2 years ago. We had classified intelligence that a new type of Metal Gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses had been out in the cold too long.
Okay, so we've got the George Washington Bridge here, which is an actual bridge in New York. So the location of the game is 100% a real location so far. And some of the key locations that, you know, you're gonna hear characters mention are definitely actually in this, you know, in real life. They are real life locations. Interesting reason why they put that disclaimer at the beginning of the game was that this game was set to release shortly after, well, in the second half of September 2001 in the United States. Of course, we all know what happened with 9/11. There was the terror attacks on the World Trade Center, and Hideo Kojima actually almost pulled the plug on releasing this game in the United States because there was a major scene late in the game that basically showed a terror attack on the United States. So the game actually had to undergo major changes to the late game story before Kojima and his team would actually release it. Honestly, speaking just from a player perspective, I don't think the story suffered at all. I think that it's still a fantastic game, a fantastic story, even though they had to go and make very last-minute changes to their creative process and what they had planned.
Boy, he's right on schedule.
Uh-oh. I wonder who that could be.
Soon enough.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
Stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed?
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that new Natick flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? Look, give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now
Yeah, because remember, Ocelot was the only one from the Shadow Moses Uprising that did not die.
Weapon for today's nuclear
There were
powers.
4 people that made it out of that event alive. Snake, Meryl, Otacon, and Ocelot.
Anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps
And, you know,
jurisdiction.
whoever was left alive from the genome soldiers that I didn't kill.
The mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Alright, so we need to get some pictures of this thing.
We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
All right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head. As for the equipment... Hey, Snake? Cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
Okay, so yeah, you could actually get a digital camera in Metal Gear Solid 1. I never went and got it. It was actually in the hallway where you fought Ocelot. There was that secondary wall that we blew up with the gun cameras and stuff. You guys remember that?
Earth to Snake.
Looks like there's 2 holes back here. Let's go ahead and blow this one open. That's interesting. I definitely hear. I'm going to creep towards this door. I'm going to get down on one knee and we're going to kind of look around a little bit. Yeah, gun cameras. Alright. So those won't...
But,
Nice
we had to...
upstairs
I never went back and got it.
Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure, and if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please. I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper. What?
Looks like we got some visitors. That guy's having a bad night.
Looks like we're not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry. What's their game? Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon, how many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
AKS 74U.
Definitely Russian issue.
Russians?
You sure?
No Marine barber touched that head of hair. I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
Looks like the tanker's theirs now. Ka-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka? Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
We need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the Ka-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right. I'll do my best.
This isn't like Shadow Moses. Reach me if anything happens. The frequency's 141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96. Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time. Call me on the codec when you want to save.
Got it.
I'll be waiting just past the Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch.
Alright, so. No saving hostages or anything this time. We just gotta go take some pictures of this Metal Gear. Alright, let's go. So, one thing that y'all might remember that I said I don't have an advantage of in the last game was that first-person shooting was not a thing. Guess what? First-person shooting is now definitely a thing. We definitely just took that guard out in first-person mode. Which is fantastic for me, and bad for him. Alright, he doesn't have anything on him. Let's go ahead and we'll open up this door here, and we'll make our way on to Deck B, the crew quarters. Now, they did make a couple quality of life improvements to the game overall. Still has the same clunky shooting mechanic where you can't move while you're aiming unless you hold the X button while holding the square button to aim.
Freeze.
But I can now hold guys up.
Don't kill me.
And I can put my gun in their face to get items off of them.
Don't kill me.
In this case, every enemy soldier in the game carries a dog tag. Dog tags act as the way to unlock special things. So they act as collectibles of sorts. And that will always be the first. Why did Snake roll there? I definitely did not press the roll button, but the dog tags are what you'll use to unlock things as you go. One other thing, you notice the guards, they just kind of fall over. Like, even if I were to shoot him with a regular gun and not a tranquilizer dart, he doesn't disappear, so you do have to hide knocked out guards and the like. I don't think I can go in this way. No, I cannot. Oh, but I can go back this way, and there should be... Yes, there's some stairs going up. So go up to Deck C, and we gotta make it to the bridge to find out where this boat is going. Okay. Chaff grenades. I believe there should be a ration down here. Yep. Take that ration. And we're gonna head up another level here. Could be 2 guards on this floor. Yeah, there's one right there. So, take him out. Tranquilizer round. See what Otacon wants.
Snake, wait! Don't move!
I see it. Some kind of device on both sides of the hall. Infrared sensors?
Right, and they're linked to...
Let me guess. Semtex.
Exactly. Plastic explosives. If you trip the sensors...
I'll be sleeping with the fishes, along with this entire ship.
That sounds about right. There aren't that many infrared beams. Maybe you can get past those without setting off the explosives. If you need to see exactly where the beams are, you can use the usual method. There's a fire extinguisher over there. Break it open and try scattering some of the extinguishing chemicals.
What Otacon's basically getting at there, I'll show you here in just a second, as soon as this guard walks back over this way. So this thing on the sides of the hallway here is an infrared device. Here, Mr. Guard. Nighty night. So what we can do, actually, we can go ahead and use our cigarettes to see where the beams are, because Snake will, in theory, just blow smoke into them. The other thing that you're able to do now, though, in Metal Gear 2 and later games, is this fire extinguisher here. We can actually just knock open a fire extinguisher. Environments are now destructible. So, big plus there. Grab this bandage. Because another thing that's new to this game that was not in the original is that at this point, Snake can bleed. So if you lose enough health, if you get shot enough, Snake will start bleeding until you either crouch down in one position long enough for him to stop bleeding. Basically, he stops moving, he stops bleeding. Or you can use a bandage immediately to stop the bleeding so you can keep going. Enemy soldiers will react to blood, as well as sight and sound, just like they did in the first game.
So it is the Kasaka. Russian choppers.
So they can see footprints, they can, you know, see your blood trail. Whole 9 yards. You guys can see here in the cutscene Motosada Mori's work with, like I said, the directors and motion capture artists. Very well done. Alright, let's find out where this damn boat's going.
Snake, did you find out where that ship is headed?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. 35 degrees longitude, latitude around 58.
More than 500 miles off the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic. So the prototype is ready for solo testing. It's basically combat-worthy. That area is outside the Second Fleet's operational range, too. It must be a standalone Marine Corps project, which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment, without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis can wait till later. Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal...
Yeah, let's see what we got going on here. There should be some bullets over here. That's for a different gun. We don't have that gun yet. So let's go this route.
Shalashashka has landed.
I'm on my way to the tanker holds. Report your status.
Control room, communications, and engine room are under control. All entry and exit points to the tanker hold secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
Yes, they are all planted.
Listen, once we have what we came for, the tanker will be scuttled.
And the vehicle's pilot.
He's the only one who underwent the VR training. No one else can do it.
Are you sure you can trust him?
Your part in the mission is complete. You are to leave at once.
No, it's not over yet.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale as death. I have a bad feeling about this mission. You swore this to me, that you would leave the unit once the mission was complete. Do not worry, this is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here, Olga. Need I remind you that you are carrying my grandchild? You will be on the helicopter out of here now.
Damn it.
Well, she's trying to wave him off.
Freeze! Hands over your head, now! Toss your gun overboard, slowly. A woman. Show your face.
You men, you're all the same.
Who are you?
We are nomads. Wanderers.
I said don't move.
Americans. So you shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too. What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it.
Getting tense.
Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing. It stopped raining. Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean.
Oof. Dodged a bullet, we did. Literally.
And that brings our tour to its conclusion.
Scout knife with a surprise. You a Spetsnaz?
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice, either.
Good thing you don't have another one, then.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit is my life, my family. We've shared everything, all the bad and all the good.
Ah, crap, I don't have my gun equipped.
Except the unit. Nothing else matters to me. Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
Alright, come on. Well, that's unfortunate. And that would have been a good time to take her out. She was in the open. That's unfortunate. Got her. Why are you standing, Snake? I did not tell you to stand.
Take this! Take this! Take this!
Come on.
Take this!
Yeah, I gotta make myself able to see her again, so... Got her? Gotcha, Olga. It was much longer than it should have been, but whatever. So, interesting thing, this cutscene right here changes just a little bit depending on where you make your last shot on Olga. If you make your last shot on that left-hand side over there, she'll be slumped over the railing. If you make your shot on while she's on the right-hand side of the arena, she'll actually be slumped up against a box. It's kind of a different thing.
Cipher. Otacon, the ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who they are.
You do?
We've ID'd the old man,
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cipher.
A Marine Cipher T?
No, Army.
First the Marines, then the Russians, now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
What?
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So?
The sender of the tip was EE.
EE?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her EE.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a
So
trap?
over 10 years ago, you only knew her for 2 years, and you trusted an anonymous tip because the sender used her initials.
Okay.
Watch your back, Snake. Maybe I screwed up.
Starting to think you
I've got
did there,
a way to
Ocelot.
put
Or
USB. I can
Otacon.
take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines' M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
Okay, so first things first, do a little shakedown on Olga, get her dog tag. Then we're gonna collect this ration. Climb back up here and drop down. Here's something that we want to come up these steps for and climb the mast for. Come on, climb the mast, Snake, climb the mast. So we'll come up here, we'll get what we need up here, and then we'll make our way back down. That gets us the thermal goggles, which is nice. Alright, re-equip our M9. We're gonna come down the stairs here.
Freeze.
Okay, buddy, come on, give me the dog tag. And whatever else you got. Okay, nothing else on him. We grab this box, which just so happens to be a wet box. And we're gonna re-enter the deck. So we've got a USP, which is essentially our SOCOM pistol for this game. It doesn't have a suppressor though, so we gotta be very, very careful with it. We can't go using it just willy-nilly on everybody that we see. Even though that's, you know, what we did in the first game. Put that guy down. Come this way. Put that guy down. We already know that the sensors are there, so we're gonna crawl under them. We're gonna drag Sleeping Beauty here. We're probably going to drop him because a surveillance camera? Like, Snake has never seen one of those before, so he has to drop things. We're just gonna hide his buddy here. Just right here. Grab that bandage. Grab this ration. And we're gonna exit, and we're come down here. Of course, this kind of causes a guard to show up. I believe he's coming this direction. Yep. hide in this box of what appears to be perishable foods. Let's see what this guy does.
Freeze.
Alright, well, if you're not just gonna give it to me. So that's a whole thing with these enemies. So if you hold up an enemy guard and they don't immediately act scared and give you their dog tag, they're going to attempt to challenge Snake. Basically, gonna point out the fact that he's actually not going to shoot them. And that can be pretty problematic for us. Basically, if you just try to hold them up and you don't pop them within a certain amount of time, they'll just call your bluff and want to shoot you. And they'll attempt to shoot you and hurt you in any way that they can. Let's go get this guy again.
Freeze.
I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna put a dart in the back of his head. Grab those bullets, go this way, grab this ration. Our way back up here, and we're gonna head into Deck A, which is where the crew quarters is. We're making our way deeper and deeper into the boat.
Freeze.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you don't want to get shot there either, do you? Alright, so chaff grenades, pick up this guy's dog tag. Should be more bullets behind here. Run this way, there's a ration. What's the TV showing? Oh, it's showing the commandant's speech and whatnot. That guy just needs put to sleep. Oh, I can't go that way. What am I doing? You fool! Oh well. Gives me a chance to show you guys another little secret. So, you can take pictures of things other than Metal Gear, and Otacon will accept them. So, let's see here. Zoom in with... Oh, that's way too far.
Good.
You know, you hear Snake say good. That's how you know that you got it right. So, yeah, you'll see here in a few minutes. Stun grenades, and we're gonna enter the engine room.
Raven. Freeze. No! Ah. Please don't.
Oh, I'm going to. Thank you. I'll be taking that. I do want to hide you though, so let's go this way. Be able to go see if this is actually Raven. Nope, looks like it's just a toy sitting in front of a work light. So we're just gonna close you in there. What's in here? That's so weird. I thought that might have been a one-off deal. That appears to be a bug. That cutscene plays twice in the HD version, and I don't know why, but... Anyways, another neat little thing you can do, the Raven toy here. If we shoot it, it'll actually start shooting little marbles. Kind of a neat little thing. But yeah, it's a pretty decent representation of the McFarlane toy lineup that was released around that time. So one other thing that this game introduced that the original game did not have is hanging from ledges. They call it hanging mode in this game. You can do it by pressing up against a railing, and then just whenever you want, you tap the triangle button, Snake will flip over, and then I can actually tap X to just drop on this guy's head and knock him out. Which is hilarious. And I'm gonna put him to sleep just because not knocking him out that way does present some challenges. Let's go ahead and hold up our friend here.
Freeze.
Don't kill me.
Dog tag, buddy. Dog tag.
Don't kill me.
Give it up. Alright. Nothing back there. I'm gonna put that guy to sleep from a distance. And then we will make our way down here. There's a guard at the top of the stairs here. Likes to look out over the edge. Basically gonna surprise him a little bit.
Freeze.
Are you going to shoot me?
Yes, I am. Yeah, so he wasn't gonna give up his dog tags. If I'd used the USP there, I probably could have shot him in the arm or the leg, and that would get him to give up his tags, but much easier to just not bother and I'm gonna try to lure this guy down.
Who's that?
Alright. He's out cold. Backup unit isn't gonna have time to check it out.
Repair of the entranceway to the engine room on the port side is complete. We'll return to position following patrol in the small room on the port side.
The situation is normal. All clear.
under enemy fire. Secure the perimeter.
Okay, so we're in caution mode. Guys can hear Snake's heartbeat. That's how you know that enemies are close by. Just have to remain absolutely still.
Attack team, come back at once. Guard team, stay alert.
Okay, it doesn't look like anybody's out there. So let's go ahead and move. Alright, we're in the clear. So, from here, we're going to want to use our USP. And what we want to shoot is we want to shoot those green light, like those control boxes. They have the green lights on them. So just pop that one. I'm gonna lay down for this next shot, because otherwise it's kind of hard to make. Pop that one. There's 3 of them in total. Last one we need to get is this guy up here. Okay, and we can double check that by just equipping those thermal goggles that we stole.
Verrazano Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the hold in 10 minutes time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
That dude out.
Freeze.
No! Please don't. Please don't.
Alright, so we're gonna take his dog tag. And look at that, I don't even have space for his ration. What a shame. Alright. So. They're USP bullets. USPs and a ration. Alright. Who's ready for another boss fight? I am! Okay, it only shows 3 dudes, but there's like 8.
Colonel, we have sealed the stern hatch. The lift is also under our control. Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already.
We will complete the preparations before the end of the speech.
All communications to the halls have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
Let no one down into the halls until we are out.
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
So remember,
Yes, sir.
there's a couple different ways we can deal with this. First and foremost, we could go ahead and we could use flashbangs, which I always forget that I have. Knocking out the lights does us no good here because these guys have thermal goggles. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to equip one of these chaff grenades and just lob it down there.
Aim for the lights.
All right. Come on. Yeah, I meant to run away there. Come on, Snake, get up. Headshot.
Game!
All right. Not the best way to do that fight, but totally viable.
Who goes there? Oh, Shalashaska. Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the?
You thought wrong, my friend. Sucks to be you.
girl will be joining you soon.
He has both hands? What's going on there?
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
Neck's bothering me.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses.
The men down here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear...
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No. I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed?
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Okay, Snake. Let's go over this one more time. Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots. Metal Gear from the front, front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
Yeah, you know, an insignia.
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear. Just let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
Photoshop.
All right.
There's actually one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into US military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And one more
Snake
thing.
doesn't care about the details, he just wants it to work.
Speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise they'll spot you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake,
Totally
just
doable.
the photos, okay?
A minute per
These kinds of
room.
odds, I won't be making any sudden moves.
3 rooms, 3 minutes.
But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
Yup. Sure will.
We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear.
3 rooms, 3 minutes. If I can do this in
Ray, the hundreds, if not
under 3
thousands
minutes,
of Metal
meaning
Gear
there's more than
all
4
over the
minutes left
world
on the
are
timer,
no
then
longer
we're
threat.
doing real
The
good.
blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this.
Gotta be careful, can't run in front of the
At
projector.
moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear.
Also, gotta use the
So do a
right
number
gun
of
here.
rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these...
Okay. That's 1 room in under a minute.
Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray.
Which means I have enough time to show you guys this.
There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background.
So this was also a thing in Metal Gear 1, but I never had a chance to show you because I never got the camera. Using the camera, you can actually take ghost pictures if you take photographs in the right area. So, there's Hideo Kojima.
Is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear.
Okay, wait for these guys to turn.
Nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray.
Look at that, another room in under a minute. I'm so good at this game. You're right.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration. The current state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result of that event.
But look! It's Metal Gear! Already!
Metal Gear.
Alright, so we gotta get some pictures.
The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order. And we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project. But I promise you that they will not succeed. I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty.
So,
Metal Gear Ray
could have swore at some point there was a thing you could do to be able to see Ocelot here, but well, now I'm ruining story.
Its onboard joint tactical information distribution system identifies
Look at that. 420. 2 minutes, 40 seconds. No. Yeah. 7 down to 6, 6 down to 5, 5 down to 4. Didn't quite make it down to 4, so yeah, 2.5 minutes took me to get all that. Easy.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake?
See what we got.
The first image is... Oh, this is,
What?
Nothing. It's nothing. But this isn't a photo of Metal Gear anyway. Sorry, but you're gonna have to go back and shoot another set. I'll just make a backup of this one.
I'll just make a backup. Of course you will.
What's next? Ah, don't send me creepy stuff like this. What if I get possessed or something? Sorry, but this doesn't work. I hate to ask, but can you try again?
So he doesn't like the picture of Ghost Kojima?
And the next one is... Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag. What's next? Okay, this works. It's a great front view. Next up is... This is great. The Marines lettering shows up really well. So, what's the last one gonna be?
Didn't I get a left shot?
Didn't think Gerlukovich was involved, of all people.
Definitely got the
We're
left
okay on the
shot.
photos from the right, front, and the one of the lettering. The only one we want is of metal.
Okay, every once in a while it does that.
Targets with
Of course, I can't see it unless I actually...
massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that means.
Still under 3 minutes. Alright. I definitely took that picture. I know I did.
Looks like I have your photos now. Let's take a look. Okay, first up. You're a pretty good photographer.
Alright, yep, let's get out of here.
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
So now I have to be very careful, because this is the part where I accidentally skipped a cutscene last night, and I'm going to be very upset if it does it again. Because I forgot to save.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the?
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back. Gerlukovich. Nobody move. Understood? This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
Oh boy.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Not that you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back.
Ocelot. Ocelot. Come on, man. Don't do him dirty like that.
Yes, returned to the Patriots.
Who?
The Lale Lule Lo. How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Golukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one! Golukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Uh-oh. Golukovich, buddy. Yep, nope. 6 shots. 6. Yep.
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
Another 6 shots. More than enough to kill anything that moves. God, I love Ocelot.
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
Oh. Yikes. Those boys are not having a good day. Not to mention their terrible shots.
Ocelot!
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Dive program.
Ouch! Get out of my mind, liquid!
Kinda got a feel for Ocelot there. He's just possessed.
The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
So that's where he got his hand at. Goodbye, Sergey. Commander Dolph as well.
You don't have what it takes after all! You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
Doesn't look good, that's for sure. Hey, look at these morons. Guys, it's a Metal Gear. Don't you know? You need a Stinger missile launcher to take those things out. Now you just irritated him. Oof.
We have a problem.
So being in amphibious Metal Gear, Ray here has a new weapon. It's a high-powered hydro cannon. Yeah, he's basically just gonna cut right through the hull of the ship.
Snake! Snake!
Who's that Pokemon?
proceeding as planned, sir.
Who's he talking to? And he was definitely Ocelot there. He wasn't Liquid.
Yes, at the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Alright, but that is going to do it for this part of Metal Gear Solid 2. I want to thank you all for so very much for tuning in, checking out the video. Let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of the first part of the game. Make sure that you guys leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, get the bell on so you get all the notifications. Have you followed us on our Facebook page yet? So I post funny memes over there, and I let you guys know when I'm going live on Twitch, because yes, that's now a thing as well. I'm streaming on Twitch at Sons of Ocelot over there. So give me a follow over there as well. Help me get my numbers up. Till next part, guys, I'm Mike. This is Turn of the Century Games. I hope you all have a good one.